it makes it's fun to have it on.
Yeah, true.
We'll just avoid the. Yeah, it's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, very clear.
On to the next one.
6-0. The sky is blue. KFC.
All is good.
6-0.
6-0, yeah. That is, we are dedicating to Eid now.
Yeah.
Those goals were on it as we prepare for the next game.
Okay.
All the best, bro.
All right.
There's no better place than Uganda. I'm telling you.
FC. Kisenyi FC is like a club that reminds me of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. That is building.
Yes.
Season by season.
And between us and Pratt, what we have is called sports rivalry.
Yeah, but good sportsmanship.
That's very good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
That was the aroma of the food.
Of
you know, Africa is Africa.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
That has that Ugandan aroma.
So that was unbelievable. And you know, you're like, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a big step for Uganda as well. So all the way Uganda to see that we're also at the top of things. Any day I will have rice and beans.
Yeah.
Any day I'll have with my nyebwa.
Yeah.
With all the local content in it.
Yeah.
That's
just making that.
Indeed.
Yes, hello everyone and welcome to another special episode of Vector on Demand, the Eid Al Fitr special. I hope I said that correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, a very special day for all Muslims, as you know, they break their fast today. It ends today on this special Wednesday. Yes, I'm your host Miiro, and this is another great episode here in the game of futsal in Uganda. Well, last time we saw that Matovu Sola was interviewed, and from Park FC is the assistant coach, and today we have a very special guest here with us. Well, he's called Omarios Ali, and he's the managing director of another amazing club here in Uganda called Kisenyi Football Club. Futsal Club. Yes, so we are very happy to receive you here on this channel. Yes.
Thank you so much, Victor. This is quite a pleasure. First of all, for the great work you're doing for the futsal fraternity.
Yeah.
We applaud you coming in at the right time, giving us, very good visual and graphical interface on the platforms here before. So first, I want to thank you for that. Secondly, yes, my name's Ali Omar.
Yeah.
Omarios is what everybody knows me as. I'm the director, Kisenyi Sports Group as an entity, but that manages Kisenyi Futsal Club. So I'm also one of the front leaders in this perception of the futsal game as a whole. I introduced it, I came through as an ex-com member as well, but I also introduced it into our local community, the Somali community, which has immensely accepted the futsal game. Honestly, it's been a long journey, that's what I can tell you. How I've come to this is through the passion for the game anyway, and giving back to the community. I was born and raised here in Uganda. This is home to me, and the few know me as a Mulangire as well. But it's a passion, to give back to two communities. One, the Ugandan community, and the Somali community as well. Yeah. So it's a bridge I'm building, in short.
Somalia and Uganda.
And Uganda as well, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed in the past recent weeks and couple of months that there are so many young males from around Kisenyi,
yes,
who look up to you like their father.
Yes,
they come to you, and it's not only a football club; it's a sports group.
Yes.
Tell us more about the sports group. Does that mean there's a football team as well, and maybe other sports are involved?
Well, for a start, I was the first elected chairman in my local community of the sports. That's how I introduced it to the community, and then I handed over to the next chairman, who came through an election as well. Yeah. And now we have the third one, who has also come through. So it has been a process, but what I can say, first of all, my term or tenure was the most difficult, Because what I can say, for a country that has been 30 years without a government, no organized things that were happening, it has not been easy to introduce it. But I really applaud the community for embracing it, because it used to be difficult to show them. I used to be, whenever we have our meetings with the clubs or the association as well, they would take as an example. They say, you look at the Somali community, they're the ones fighting all the time and this all the time. But now it's different. Now it is me who's showing
making
an impact. Exactly. So the community has done its work. Today it's a very competitive game, because we have the Sara A, or the Super League that we call there, and then we've got a first division, and then a junior division. Already 3 entities in one. So the whole purpose of this was just to keep the youth away and promote the sports, and also to indulge the local community, to show them that, you know what, Somalis are great people. Somalis are not the stereotypes that they talk about in the news and all these other answers that they normally get. So seeing that, it has given a different impact, because it's all about unity in the game.
Okay, so when did the Kisenyi Sports Group start?
Now, Kisenyi Sports Group started, first of all, we had a team called Nomad.
Okay.
That was the team that was comprising of that in the league. And we had to have an attachment. So me coming from Kisenyi, that was the reason of that attachment. So it's a slum in nowadays, still a bit of a slum, but it's in an urban area. But trying to show, and developing and trying to show that, you know what, we are part of Kampala, and we want to show you that we can manage and get to where we want to.
Yeah, the version of Rio de Janeiro.
Exactly.
The way it is in Brazil,
exactly.
you are in Uganda.
Indeed.
And you just never know that, you know, through this Kisenyi, you might create the next Somali national team.
Probably,
and also,
and
also a few players also in the Uganda national team.
No, sure. And actually, that's the whole basis. First of all, to give hope to these young boys. And in touch, we've been having contact from the Somali Football Federation, asking about what we're doing, and they've seen, because in social media there's a big impact, honestly, and we're trying to see how we can now leverage that to give the opportunity, because as a futsal entity, as a country in Somalia, it hasn't grown, but it has participated. So the community in Uganda, the Kisenyi community here right now, has that chance, and that's what we've been nurturing. But it doesn't stop us also from giving the same to the Ugandans, which an impact has been. We've got very great players in there that we've met. Julius, we've got former players like Marvin, we've got former players like Avema, who has played for us, and Sereko, who has played for us. A good number of players who have gone through the process.
I think Phil as well, who the number 10 shot.
Yes.
He has nice skills as well. So Kisenyi don't only play. I think they're
the most entertaining, I can say.
It's entertaining football. It's fascinating. They are good watch, and you know, there are so many videos on the Vector on Demand channel whereby you can see Kisenyi is playing very beautiful football. It's one of the. In fact, when I joined futsal, it's the first club that
you saw the players.
So I really love it, and I guess that's what makes the club special. The bonding, the community. There's even
an attachment.
There's a place where the team gets together every week. In Kisenyi, and they play all sorts of things. Pool table.
Exactly. It's a community-based. It's a whole community-based thing, and this is the story we're trying to also give back.
What qualifies a sports person out there to be part of the Kisenyi Sports Group? Maybe a passionate young footballer who is looking at this and is like, I want to be part of that club. Where do they start from?
Well, first of all, there's a philosophy. A philosophy, honestly, has been trying to impact something. You see, it's not all about trophies. At the end of the day, what is your story or legacy that you're going to leave behind? Yes, trophy is the end goal, but have you touched somebody's life Have you changed it for the better?
Yeah.
Now that is one as a player. Now,
Yeah.
even as a sports analyst or somebody who's going to come in,
Yeah.
how are we going to base this into what kind of impact it's going to give?
Yeah.
So let's, for example, a person to join in professionalism in another way, we're building up slowly. One of the things, the key is when you're coming to Kisenyi, you must come with the whole of your heart.
All of your heart
Yeah.
to play for the badge.
For the badge at the end of the day. So once you put that, it will give you an uphill task also, because
Yeah.
we have players like actually Brian,
Yeah.
the pack keeper. It's
Passed through Kisenyi,
yes,
yeah.
yes, passed through
And
Kisenyi.
also the likes of Africa.
Yes.
Pack FC as well.
Yeah, well, Africa no,
Yeah.
but for Brian was part of Kisenyi, and he's given. Look at, we're so happy for him for
Yeah.
the excel that he has made and the
Yeah.
progress. You know, those are the stories you wanted. The
connections, yeah.
connection is there.
But and there are like some players who have tried Kisenyi and failed to get into the team.
Well, first of all, the number is limited.
Yeah.
You get it. First of all, you only have a majority of 15. You cannot
competitive.
yeah, it's going to be very competitive. Definitely, a chance is always there. Not if not this season, there's always the next season.
Next season,
So always there'll always be
Yeah.
changes here and there. It doesn't
Okay.
stop you from showing your skills and determination on this platform,
Yeah.
and you'll get that opportunity. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So how many leagues has Kisenyi been a part of so far?
Well, we focused solely right now for the Futsal League,
Yeah.
because one, you want to have a going concern.
Yeah.
You get it?
Consistency.
And a consistency.
Yeah.
If you keep that in mind, because you don't want to just go and play out there and do any other league for the purposes of just going to play. No, there must be a turn on that has on as a
The
club.
building blocks.
Exactly, yeah. So that's what we're building on, but definitely future competitions that will come up.
Yeah.
Already this is a lot. You're having 24 weeks in a season,
Yeah.
and then you're having Uganda Cup in between.
Yeah.
That's already
And
capturing.
Uganda
Yeah.
Cup, you reached the semi-finals.
Semi-finals, yes.
And this season,
Yeah.
you are fighting for second place.
Second
with
place at
New
least,
Zealand.
yeah.
So third and second place. Do you feel that will be a great achievement? Will be the highest ever point Kisenyi has ever reached?
We've reached the second position, so it's not new to us.
Yeah.
Although the league was a little bit smaller, but there's still chance. You
Yeah.
never know. The top team can slip up. They may end up losing. Yes, they may end up losing a couple of games.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed, you know.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
but
as we speak,
yeah.
for now there are about 6 game weeks left. And we need
Yes,
to win
yes.
4.
Four of them,
Anyway,
yes.
let's see. Kisenyi FC is like a club that reminds me of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, that is
Yes.
building,
Yes.
season by season. I remember
Exactly.
when he came into the club, and
Yeah,
they
and
were,
progressing
and,
with
and they were 8th in the league.
Yeah.
And they took the FA Cup, they took the Community Shield. They
Yes.
lost a span of games during the COVID period.
and then came back.
But Edu, the chairman, kept the trust and the
And
faith
process.
in him.
Exactly.
And eventually you can just see that now they are reaping the fruits that
Indeed.
You know, you reap what
and
you
it's
sow.
for me as a Man U fan,
Yeah.
it gives you goosebumps to see Arsenal coming back to where they are today.
Yeah.
It's a big club, yes, but you don't want their success. But
And
at
they are
the end
really
of the day,
challenging. That story is
which
just
is good.
phenomenal.
Exactly. You
Really
see, as a
phenomenal.
sportsman, you want to see that.
Yeah,
You know,
from
you
the
want to
top
see
4
that.
they went to, I think, the second
Yes.
place last year. And
True,
now you can
true.
see if they don't finish first this year, they'll finish second. But it's an interesting title race.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Indeed.
Yeah. What has been one of the best games that you have? Is there any specific game this season, 2023-24, that you have really loved in particular? Is there anyone?
We have actually last season's league title was literally just stolen from us. That's what I can tell you.
Oh, by
By Rubaga
Gramen.
Gramen.
Oh wow, what happened?
So beating them home and away gave a very good impression that to show them that that title wasn't yours.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was
Yeah.
taken by them, but it showed that the difference and class act to show that when you put a standard. Now, for the rivalry, you come to a team like Park.
Yeah.
honestly, the game, the first leg that we played was quite interesting, very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very
That was a beautiful game.
Yeah, yeah.
2-1.
The 2-1.
The
You
ball
could
on
see
the line.
the ball on the line, the fouls,
Yeah.
the atmosphere. It was unbelievable.
Crazy, yeah.
And between us and Park, what we have is called sports rivalry.
Yeah, but good sportsmanship.
But very good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
It's a team that today I will tap on the back and say, you know what, job well done.
Congratulations.
And the same they will do to Kisenyi when such upheld up.
Yeah.
So, and the directors and their whole admin were very good friends. Even the team players that they have, we know each other.
Yeah.
So, and we've been in this journey together for a very long time.
You could say it's a bit of Man City Liverpool rivalry.
No, actually, Man U Liverpool, because that's a more of a bigger,
much bigger.
Yes, much bigger club.
Yeah.
Because the rivalry is expanded.
It's just City recently.
Yeah, recently it's quite new. Yeah, so you cannot put them on that level.
Yeah, and the game where you talk about Lubaga Gramin beating them home and away this season just reminds me of how in Formula One, you know the sport very well, how Max Verstappen took the championship away from Lewis Hamilton in 2021.
Yeah, crazy. It was crazy.
So
unbelievable.
that's how it was.
No, it is. It is automatically the same texture. But one thing that they do understand, and everybody should understand, that this is first of all for the country.
Yeah,
having a competitive league.
Yeah,
emphasizes on Uganda preparing, and this is our end goal.
Yeah.
We're doing this as a nation.
This is just a genesis of Futsal in Uganda.
In Uganda. So having this to show that in the whole of East Africa, it's the most competitive league now when it comes to futsal. There's no any other competitive league apart from Djibouti that we know about. I've not seen Tanzanian league, it's not there. I've not seen Kenyan league, it's not there.
In East Africa, Central.
Yes.
Maybe even the South.
Yeah, probably. No, South is there. South is there because I've been there and I've seen it actually firsthand.
Okay.
But and they do have the infrastructure. So we're already in the process, and that is a very good sign where we're heading. So as a federation, we're really doing our best as well.
The Ugandan government has had, we need infrastructure.
Infrastructure and money.
Futsal arenas.
Exactly.
Speaking of good games, I know you liked both the Lubaga Gramin games. You also liked the Park FC game, the one in January 2-1.
Yes.
The return leg, of course, is yet to come.
It's yet to come, yeah. Hopefully
I think one of the games I loved most came in February, and Kisenyi beat Luzira by 6 goals.
6 goals, yes.
To 4. It was a very special day.
Yes.
But also a sad day because
indeed.
of our
the loss of
beloved father, Mr. Ali.
Yes.
Mahamood.
Yeah.
They call him Abba.
Yeah. Abbu is the name.
Abbu,
he's the dad.
So, and he was your father. You can tell us more about that.
Well, I can say first of all, life is a journey.
Yeah.
And it's a journey from the day you're born to the day you will die.
Yes.
In between is what the life will give you.
Yeah, what matters.
So what have you? What you have grown, and because the short time we're in this world is what you need to give, and how do you give it back is by understanding the essence of life. The essence of life is while you are alive. Is what you need to behold. So as a token, or the team that put up the spirit to fight for that was to showcase that, you know what, this is a memorial of my late father, who's been pivot in my life from since I was born. The fraternity also knows I've been away for almost, he's been battling with lung cancer for close to 4 or 5 years. It's been a tremendous and very hard time, but he fought his well. And what I can say is you cannot put your timeline. We don't know when we will die. Yes. So today, me and you, the way we're going, you don't know.
Tomorrow.
You get it. You get it. So that's what we believe, and that's why we normally say in Islam, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. To God we come from, and to Him we shall return. So that is our path.
And in a moment, we just have to live that life and give back to the community, love one another, respect each other, and grow together. And you know, sport, win, lose, at the end of the day, we lift each other up.
Exactly.
And I loved that game because in a moment of silence at the beginning of the game, and the boys came with passion. The likes of Marvin. All the boys. It was a very, very beautiful game that I really loved and enjoyed. And may Babaz Abbu so rest in eternal peace. And yes, he's in the skies. He's our guardian angel now. Also reminds me of my late grandfather. 2022.
Yes.
At the beginning of 2022, he passed away. So yeah, he was about 76 years old. So this year he would have been 79. But you know that battle of cancer. The last 4 years.
Exactly.
It was quite tough. True. But you know, the good thing is that the last 2 years, especially during COVID, that I was there with him, and I was grateful. And ever since then, he's become my guardian angel.
As always.
So it's the same for us. And yeah, we continue to keep on being strong together. And yeah, that is just the love that Kisenyi, portrays. And we're really glad about that. And the growth and the ambition. Where do you see the club in the next 5 years and the next 10 years?
We do have a lot of plans in place. Like any foundation that you want to do, you must have a strong foundation. And that's what we're building on. It's why we're building Kisenyi as a brand. Not to just come and play and go, no. The impact that we'll use is through the foundation, and this is where sponsorship will come in, and what are you impacting on. And definitely, yes, we're looking to the highest point that you can achieve, probably even to have our own sports arena. That's where we're heading to. And yes, it's going to be tedious, it's going to be hard, but those are the visions and plans that we're trying to see and get to.
And to always be more competitive as well.
All right.
And to also always be like more competitive as well, and more ambitious. The good thing is that it's much as the federation is still growing. Kisenyi is also a growing club like Park, like Luzira, but the competitive environment is always there, and that's what we really like to see.
Indeed.
And so it's really good that you are really driving this club to a very great high position. So what's your life like outside of like sport? What do you do for leisure? What's your favorite food?
Well, for leisure, I'm more into a sports person, but I normally travel a lot, but I also read. I'm a very good reader. Although for the last 4 years I haven't put in that effort. Reason being because of the time I was giving my late father. Other than that, I'm into fun. I'm a fun person. I really enjoy my time. Although I prefer more of a private lifestyle. That's I'm a humble person, in short. Very short. You'll find me today. We'll go sit down and have a meal in a kafunda. I'll sit and eat, and especially that's where the good food is.
You and I have the same characteristics, and like we're stoics, you could say.
True.
And you really like seeing people thrive and the young people thrive.
Exactly. That's the achievement. Yes, that's the end goal. Even if you impact one life, that's all you need. That's already a good deed.
What's
other than that, I'm also into foundation that my sister actually runs, but I co-run it with her and help her a lot. But then the charity, that's why they say charity begins at home.
Very true.
So my mother built this foundation that she has for helping out the needy. Now, like we've had during this Ramadan, we had another foundation that normally gives to the community. We got for 100 families. So spread it out. It's a package of 5 kilos of this, 5 kilos, 2 kilos, something that's a package. You go and give it to somebody when least expected. So you thrive it in that way, and giving back to the community in whatever capacity that you can, and also being approachable. It's always good. They say ethics and integrity as a human being is how disciplined you are as a person.
Also being happy for others.
Exactly. It's a God-given way, but we cannot say we're all bad people, because at the end of the day, we're also humans. We all make mistakes. But at least the little that I have is, If today Marshall asks me this, yes, I can do it, or no, I cannot do it. Nothing in between. So it's clear. That's integrity and a person that you give your word. And that's how you live your life. Let it be with your family, let it be with the outside community, even your own neighbor that is closest to you. Because those are the next people of who know you in a personal level that you're going to be in.
Very true.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream destination in Africa that you're yet to go to?
Well, in Africa, I've traveled a couple of countries. But one place that has literally spaced me out is Zanzibar.
Okay.
It's a dream holiday I really want to go to, and I've unfortunately,
very soon.
I've not gone. But the main travel place is to go to the holy mosque in Mecca in Saudi Arabia to perform my Muslim Islamic rites, and rituals.
Yeah.
And it's one place that I really want to go and see and perform, the Islamic rituals.
Okay.
But other than that, at least I've seen a couple of countries and I've moved around the world.
What's the best country you've been to in Africa and then the world?
There's no better place than Uganda. I'm telling you. When you move, you will know.
Yeah.
When you move and travel, there's no better place than where you're born and you're raised. This is home.
Yeah, there's no place like home. I remember.
But if it's you're looking at infrastructure and the discipline and what people have done, Istanbul for me was unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable. The train system, the metro bus, how the road network is, and millions of people in that city. Imagine over 20 million people living there. They need food, they need electricity, they need running water, they need sewage system.
You have just reminded me how I was in New Cairo in Egypt.
In Egypt,
last month.
Yes.
And it was a winter season because last year when I went, it was towards the end of the year, so it was a bit hot.
Yes.
And inside you use ACs.
Yes.
To like cool down, but this time it was like cold outside. Like the sun is out, but it's a winter for them. And I was just like, when am I going back home? So it's really true that.
But
home is always
home is the best. I've been to the Far East, in Hong Kong, in
that's cool. That's
Guangzhou in China. But you can see you're like
you're just there for a short period of time, 1 week, 1 month.
So I was there for 2 weeks. And we failed to get. I had to look. Imagine we went and looked for the food. The closest we got was West African. From Chad or Senegal.
Okay.
That was the aroma of the food. Africa is Africa.
That's Ugandan aroma.
So that was unbelievable. And you're like, this is where we're going in. So the culture of how you deal in and the culture of what you do and how you take it on makes it memorable. Because you see, if you do not embrace where you are, when you go out there is when you know that there's nothing better than where you are.
That's very true. I mean, I really do love my country.
But I did travel also to my home country in Somalia. I went to Mogadishu.
We'd love to visit
unbelievable
sometime.
country.
We're going to visit.
So home is home at the end of the day. But as a country, this is where I was born. Literally, out of 10 people, 5 that I met on the streets, at least I know. You have that attachment to it.
Okay.
So home is here, the family is here, everybody is here. Yes, our people are all scattered around the world, so it's very easy to go and meet somebody across the world. But nonetheless, Uganda is where the pearl of Africa is, man. For me,
it's a beautiful place.
This is where it is for me.
There are so many people need to know that
Indeed.
We can go out, make the money, travel, have sports, games here and there, but at the end of the day, like it is just us being at home. I think in Africa, one of my places I would really love to visit is Morocco.
Marrakesh, unbelievable country.
Yes, I really beautiful. I think you've been.
No, I haven't been there, but they do have. It's more or less Egypt. So
true.
But they do have a very interesting culture.
You spoke of Saudi Arabia. The reason why I would love to go there now is because of Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's
global stars just making that.
Indeed. He is a star. He's a very true sportsman.
Hopefully they can host the 2034
World Cup.
So that's really good. Favorite food?
Well, I love my local food. Any day I will have rice and beans. Any day I'll have with my binyebwa. with all the local content in it.
Yeah.
But I'm more into, I'm not a meaty person, but I do cook myself. So I love my food a standard way.
Yeah.
And especially nothing better than mom's food anyway. But any other thing apart from my mom, I will always put, it was much
Now
salt in this, that,
You
that,
and I-
you get it, yeah.
You and
So-
I were the same in like so many different things,
so-
aspects. Like
Indeed, yeah.
You
So when you know how to cook, you will know what it means to taste and understand what food is.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I do love more of my local food, but with our kind of food, it's more spicy and more tasty too as well. But with the local food, it has that blend.
Yeah.
It's more natural. See, that's the essence of it.
Yeah.
You need to eat more natural food
Yeah.
because this processed food give us a lot of problems, and you don't know when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true. I mean,
true.
you and I have the same, like,
Yes.
even in like the food and the eating. And did you have any food that is from outside Uganda that you like? Maybe foreign food.
The foreign food that I can put in, well, I tend to go where closest food is. If it's our Somali food, it's more or less the rice and pasta
Yeah.
and the biryani and what. It's more or less Arabic and Indian. So if I don't find an African restaurant, I'll definitely go into an Indian or an Arabian restaurant.
Yeah.
The Turkish, I've got a good blend, especially when it comes to the pita bread. They really make it. It's unbelievable how they do the pita bread. And but other than that, I will not go to if I go anywhere, I'll definitely go to, if it's not a Somali restaurant or a Ugandan restaurant or an African restaurant,
Yeah.
I'll definitely go to a more Arabic or more Asian.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Well, speaking of food, I mean, it's Wednesday and the fasting period is over. So
Yeah.
hopefully, as you watch this, you're breaking your fast with, celebrating with family and
Indeed,
friends.
indeed.
Everyone, and
Indeed.
it's a great special moment.
Indeed.
It's a pleasure to talk to you
I
here
really
today. It's a
appreciate
really
that.
good pleasure. And do you have any final remarks, any greetings you'd like to share to loved ones? You can tell
No, indeed,
them.
for sure. Definitely first put this to the Almighty who has given us life.
Like,
That's the first essence, because without faith, you have nothing.
yeah,
The second, I would give to my family.
yeah,
My elder sister who lives in Canada.
okay,
She is a blessing to me as well. We've always been thick and movers as well, like the sibling kind of a situation.
yeah, true.
And then the one who follows me has been my football partner
Okay,
while we're growing up.
Okay,
We used to play, and she's called Rahma. She's in the UK. She's got 3 kids as well.
yeah,
And then the youngest of all, we've got a big age gap, but very tremendous, and been a pillar of our family too.
yeah,
She runs her foundation,
yeah,
touching and helping people here and there. And obviously our head of the family, my mom, and then to my uncle as well, who's always been a pivot as well in this. He's been tremendous in so many ways, whereby he gives you the uplift, as well as so many families. There's my nephew who's called Adam.
yeah,
The 2 of them, actually, both of them are called Adam. They've been there, whenever
Yeah.
I've been out of the country.
family is everything.
Yeah, he's always been there to push through. And there's an anti-sport person. He normally doesn't come. Very close friend of mine. He's called Mahamood.
Yeah,
He's always been there as well, emotionally, family-wise. And then a couple of friends here. There's Majok, there is Godfrey, there is Kasim, my cousin brother, and then there's Yasser as well, who has always been there supporting us. And he's my cousin brother too. And then there is Fast Pharmacy, who has always been there as a sponsor.
okay,
Then there is a gentleman, amazing guy. He's been going through my father's hands while he was in school.
yeah,
We're talking of the 70s there, 80s. He's been in the US. That's where he lives, in Nashville.
yeah,
He's been a pivot as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, when it comes to courage, when it comes to
Yeah.
mentorship. He's always been there. So I would love to send this to him as well. It's called Absalam. Amazing man. The list is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Then,
unbelievable.
yeah, but the biggest to me, the biggest of all is the Somali community,
Very true.
they've always stood out.
Yeah.
They've always brought in so much love, so much appreciation, so much indulgence, and a lot of care. To me, that touches my soul, and I really feel an impact. But the federation or the Ugandan has always been there. The Ugandan population has always been there as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I've got a big impact. You look at when my father died, the association has been there, a pivotal way. The clubs have been there. You can name so many of them.
Yeah.
If it comes to Kalisa, made a personal message and call. If it comes to Gulam, he's made a personal call. Nash of Kisugu, Mengo, Karim Lakani, Victor Weidenal, who else can I name? Yani, so many.
Yeah.
So they've always, these are people we meet day in, day out. You get it?
Yeah.
So it's a futsal fraternity. This is for all of us.
Yeah.
And we're all going to fit in.
And Kisenyi FC.
Yes, we're all going to fit in. But Somali Sports Association Uganda, whereby I've been one of the founding members, and also the committee, and the current chair, Abbu Hirabi, who is the leading chairman, the former chairman, Guled as well. We've got a gentleman called Chuda, we've got Muftar, the IFCU owners, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, the list is unbelievable. We may not finish the interview because it's a great network. But also the referee associations as well, we appreciate them. We just want them to improve better. If I make out a call, make sure you understand it's for the better of this game. We had Isaac and Nsubuga go officiate into Namibia Tanzania game. This was a big step for us as a national carrier. Yeah, and it's a big step for Uganda as well. So all the way Uganda to see that we're also at the top of things, you know.
And now as a journalist, I also be part of the
True, for sure. Yeah, I mean, as long as you take the Mulangira in a very good proportion.
Very true. So it's the family we appreciate. It reminds me of Vin Diesel and Fast and Furious.
Exactly. Yes. I do. All the action, definitely. I'm a very, although I'm more also into action thriller movies.
Yeah.
Now, like, you should watch this series that is called Shogun.
Okay.
Unbelievable. You see into the history of another country. Oh.
Okay. Very true. I'll definitely
go check it out. Go check it out. Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned your sister in the UK. You know, she has 3 kids, you say.
Yes.
And you've been there, right?
Yeah, UK, I haven't traveled there yet.
Okay.
But one thing I can say,
once you get there, you'll go to Manchester.
Definitely. Old Trafford, I'll definitely go. She's a big Man U fan as well.
Yeah.
But I've also instilled the same energy into their children. She's got 2 boys.
Yeah.
And 1 girl. My other sister in Canada has got 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. The boy is amazing, left-footed, talented player, and he's already showing signs of maturity. So they're already indulging him into futsal. So the same 2, the 2 boys, one is a left-footed, but the other one is right-footed. They were taken for a trip in Rome, courtesy of the game.
Yeah.
You get it. So we're already making an impact somewhere.
Yeah.
And that shows you that the family also trusts what you're doing. And that's your backbone.
Yeah.
My mom has come here a couple of times to come and watch the games. You know, that's something. You see family coming in to come and support. So all that is out of the respect that you also give. Indeed.
I mean, this has been a very special day.
Indeed.
Our special.
Yes.
Yes. We thank Allah. We thank God for this special day.
Indeed.
And we have great shout outs to the Futsal Federation, to Kisenyi FC, and let us continue raising the sports in Uganda.
Thank you, Victor. Much appreciated. All right.
I'm Miiro, and this has been Omarios Ali, Managing Director of Kisenyi Sports Group. And
like the page, share the page.
Don't forget to like, share, and
make sure that subscribe
as well. And next time, until next time, don't forget to keep it on demand.